So if you're not discouraged of 50, 82 rated teams, I'm going to show you the best way to grind out this objective and also the SBC. We've got the Future Stars Academy upgrade. We now have 49 more goes in doing it. If you wanted to, just do one at the very minimum because you do get your token from it. This is a likely reward, which couldn't have proven my point more better. We have got Pereira 83s across the board, but we also do have the first objective done with obviously the token. So there is 50 times that you can do this, and obviously you do get some rewards as you go through, but there is a sense of it not being worth it at all, other than the one. Yes, if you want to go a little bit in, you get a few fodder packs and also a few fodder players as we go through, but is it really worth it? So I'm going to show you the best way to get it done regardless. If you want to do it, if Nuno is a player that you definitely want, we do get a board out of this. What it better to be in an 84? It's an 84, it's better than the pick. We absolutely take it. But the best way to do this is going to be the grind of how you do all 50 and grind it out whilst you're doing packs and whilst you're just upgrading as normal, to be honest. That's going to be the best way to go with. So we have got obviously a lot of players that you can put more fodder into, but in terms of an 82 rated squad, there isn't too much that you can actually do with that. Predominantly, everything is 83 and above. I don't think there's many, as you can see already. There isn't many that require an 82 at the very minimum. Maybe a couple of the low ones. If we look at maybe the player of the month that's a goalkeeper, I think I've still got to do. I think even the 87 striker. Yeah, you've got one team there that you can do instead. But in terms of this upgrade, it's going to be for the lower rated fodder. So where do you want to go? First off, the best thing for me is going to be to do your league upgrades. That's going to be the best thing to complement the grind. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. I'd be looking at my team and thinking, who I've already got? Is there anybody that obviously I can get rid of already? So if we go with our 82s already, I'm going to be picking anything that's not League SBC based. You can obviously use a few 83s as we do know that that's going to be the grind as well. We're going to put a couple in because we know we're going to get more back. And then you kind of want to be picky with these sorts of players. Personally, with the League SBC, we need to just know what we're going with. Marseille players are going to be for the first one. I'm going to stick with Prem for the last one. And then the Serie A for the bottom left one. Obviously over Bundesliga, La Liga, and any other Liga and teams. So as we can see, we've got a lot of different leagues in here. I'm hoping that should be enough. But just in case, we'll throw a few more 83s in there. Can we get it down anymore? No. So that's going to be, all of them are not going to go into the League SBC, so we can grind that out, not a problem. And then we do get the 1 of 3 82 plus back, maybe a Future Stars, maybe not. We get an 84 at a minimum, and the new Gakpo as well into Liverpool. But we got a kit with the 84s, because you can obviously throw one of them in if you are really desperate too. But the Premium Mixed League SBC is going to be your best friend to get this done 100% of the time. So if we want to go, and we'll do one together so you can see how I basically do it. Honestly, I didn't have that planned, but that is the Lib one done already. That one's actually more perfect than I thought. But this is going to be perfect to show you roughly how you grind this out fully. We won't open any packs until obviously we've done. If you are lacking in your club, then obviously open as you go along. That is not a problem whatsoever. So we're going to try, because I know I've got a lot of players in here already. We know we're Ramsdale because we know we need him. We'll try and pick the higher rated ones to start with, and then we can throw in a few of the teams we know full well haven't got players in the further positions. We've got an Aston Villa player there. We only need 4 rares if we can help it as well. Any cams? We've already got a West Ham player in. We could go back, in fact, because I feel like going with a different right back might not be a bad shout. And then normally the striker is rare as well. Once you kind of get into the pattern as well, you kind of just know where everything is. We already know that we've got the rares, we've got the 4, we've got some high rated players in there as well, and now all we need to do is really chuck in a few of the kind of lowers. We've got Ramsdale in net. Have we got a Chelsea? No, we don't. Perfect. Chelsea, we'll go Man U. We've got an Everton. We have a Newcastle. Yeah, we've got Wilson in. And then if we go a bit further up, we'll get Wolves. And then we'll finally go with Brentford. And one more. we will go with, we've got Leeds, Crystal Palace I think we've got, but we'll go with them. So that should be enough. We've already got the chem, we're just looking for the rating, which is perfect. And that's it. You just need a few on chem, and that's about it. You need a couple ratings, maybe a handful of 82, 81s, and your job's an absolute good one with that one. Then obviously with Serie A, a little bit more difficult because obviously you do tend to get a lot of the same Serie A players as you grind through these packs. But as you kind of go through, you should be able to kind of really narrow it down quite easily. What I do with Serie A is I personally just put as many in as I can as possible, and then if I've got to go buy somebody, I've got to go buy somebody. But we'll show you how to kind of counteract that in a second, but I'm pretty sure we're definitely going to need somebody. So we've got, if we put them all in position, we've got the centre mid, got a left mid if really needed to, got a goalkeeper, got a centre back, we obviously need you gone, and that's it. So that's all we need now. That's absolutely perfect. Then all we need is a bit of chem. We're on 4 already, which is most definitely not fantastic. So if we go with a right mid, let's see what Serie A we can go with. Because I think rating-wise we should be absolutely fine. But in terms of anybody else, they're quite expensive. I didn't think they'd be this expensive. So we'll go 1.5. Could we go and get another centre-back instead? I did think we could. And that's always the big thing with it. Don't just go on your first instinct. Always have a look around. There's always cheaper players out there. And most definitely will come in at a better price for you if you want. So you've saved yourself 1.5k there practically to just change position. Then if we look at changing somebody, we've got 15 we need. Let's see if we could just whack somebody there. And then if we go for a centre mid over the AC Milan, I did think it'd be the rare problem. What position? Can he be centre mid? Just as an ease, we'll go with that. But unfortunately, he cannot. If we go a right back rare, let's have a look what rares we've got. We go for 700. We got you. He's off chem already, isn't he? So we could go with him, in fact. That'd be absolutely fine. So what we'll do, go right wing back. We know that we've got him there. We'll just whack him in, and we could have gone for the right wing back instead on the other side there. We'll whack you in. We'll change the goalies over, and then we'll whack that guy Matic in. Once we've got him, and perfect. So then all we need is done. So that's the next one done. And then Marseille, as we saw, we labelled that out already. Pretty standard for it. You just have to go and get that singular team. It is very simple like that. The Ligue 1 team. So once you've gone and purchased everybody as we've done now, all you've got to do is fit everybody in, and that is as easy as you like it. So we've got the centre backs, centre mids. We just need one more player on chem, which will go with you as a right mid. There is obviously you got the right back. There is also a left mid and a goalkeeper you could go for if you are struggling for the chem there and don't want to change obviously any positions. But we get the 5 positions a day. More than fine to do that. And that's the whole SBC done. We've got all the packs, and this is where you grind out obviously the 82 team. You obviously want to keep going through the Premium Mixed League SBC as much as possible, and mainly doing the FUT upgrade pack as you get duplicates, and we'll do that as of now. So realistically, if you are on low coins, start off with the tradable ones. You can either do them as you go, or obviously at the very end if you want to do a whole cycle, then do it again. And all you want to do now is just sell all of these players. These are all tradable. Get them gone, make your coins back that way. That then gives you another round of League SBCs. Make sure you sell everything in the pack that's worth it. The position modifiers, the hunters if they go for anything. Sell absolutely everything that's tradable if you are not willing to put coins into this. If obviously you have got a few coins, or if you've got a few coins, you can keep it and stockpile it and wait for you to get a big pull. So this is tradable. If it was an Mbappe, beautiful. It's going to be Insigne, so a little bit of a drop. But in general, you can go and sell him for a little bit more coins. I would say keep all your libs because they're always going to be more vital as we go forward. But if you want to sell them again, you can if you've got a lot of libs chilling around. Then we get to the untradeable packs. These are going to be our fodder packs. If we get an inform, he can go into an SBC. I don't even know who's inform. Cool, 84. But in general, you obviously can get a few fodder players as we go through. So we've got an 82 that we know can go into the SBC. Then obviously we've got other players that we could put into more SBCs, into silver upgrades, back into the League SBC. And we just keep grinding it round. It's very good at maintaining itself very well. We get Muller, 87, great fodder, not for the 82 but definitely for more packs as we go through. We get another 82, we get an 81 that works, and a Marseille player to link back round. It saves me buying one more. And then finally you get the prime gold players, which again is going to give us another board, which is always perfect. It's going to be Soulé, Hummels, another 84. So again, keep grinding this round, and once you get a duplicate, so for instance if we wanted him, if he's not tradable, which he isn't, we could then go back to what we've got and think, you know what, we could put him into the SBC if we don't have anything else we don't want to do. So obviously with this, we'll have a look at Hummels and think, you know what, he will go into this. This is our main focus. We don't want any more SBCs done until we do this 50. Because it does give you a player pick back as well, which isn't awful. It's not ideal, but it most definitely isn't the worst they could have done. But most definitely, I do think they've kind of screwed up a little bit with this. I feel like they could have definitely done us a little bit of a solid and made it a silver team or something along them lines. But if we whack all the players that we've just got in, obviously from the 80 packs, we then go with you. We'll look and see if we need any more 83s or maybe even an 84, because we are using a lot of 80 rated players here. But again, should be fine because we have got Hummels as well, who is kind of enhancing that rating that little bit more. We do need one more. If we go from the 81, doesn't work there. Perfect. So we've managed to utilize our 84, obviously our 79 from the duplicates as well, and we whack them back into the club. Add in another 84 alongside, come on, be big at least. Okay, you know what, we'll take in Kunku, another 86 back into there, and that's the grind. Keep doing that again. We go back to the prime mixed, do all the segments, any duplicates, put them back in. If you don't find you get a duplicate straight away, don't force a future star upgrade. Make sure you go back and then do it again and then wait for the duplicate, because I guarantee the moment that you put it in is the moment you get a duplicate that you cannot physically do, and that's where then you're starting to make to spend coins on finishing the upgrade, which you don't want to do. Maybe one or two players isn't a bad thing, but you want to keep doing the premium upgrade until you physically have nothing left and just keep grinding that through. Let me know if it helps. Let me know if you need any questions answering as well. Leave them in the comments and I will answer them as soon as possible. But for now, make sure you like and subscribe.